A person with financial security and a person struggling to survive often make very different decisions, not necessarily because one is smarter, but because financial pressure changes how the human mind operates psychologically. And perhaps one of the most misunderstood realities of modern society is this: poverty does not only affect money, it affects behavior, emotions, decision-making, and even the ability to think long-term. When human beings experience financial instability for long periods of time, the brain gradually enters survival mode. The mind becomes heavily focused on immediate problems: bills, debt, food, rent, uncertainty, and over time, survival pressure changes how people think about risk itself. A financially secure person often has the psychological freedom to think long-term, patiently, strategically, but someone under constant financial stress may feel emotionally trapped inside urgent, short-term survival decisions. Because when survival feels uncertain, immediate opportunity becomes psychologically powerful. This is why financial pressure can increase impulsive behavior. The brain begins prioritizing fast solutions, quick rewards, immediate relief, not always because people are irresponsible, but because survival anxiety narrows mental focus toward the present moment. Psychologists sometimes describe this as scarcity mentality. When people constantly fear losing stability, the brain becomes intensely occupied by shortage and uncertainty. And when the mind is overwhelmed by survival pressure, long-term planning becomes psychologically harder. This affects many areas of life. Financial stress can increase emotional exhaustion, impulsive spending, risky decisions, anxiety, short-term thinking, because the nervous system remains focused on escaping pressure as quickly as possible. Interestingly, wealthy individuals often experience risk differently. Because financial stability creates psychological safety, a person with savings, security, and support can recover from mistakes more easily. But someone living close to financial collapse may feel that taking large risks is the only possible path forward. This is why two people can face the same opportunity and respond completely differently. One sees danger, the other sees survival. Modern society often misunderstands this psychological reality. People frequently judge financial behavior without understanding the emotional pressure behind it. But human behavior changes dramatically under chronic stress. And financial stress is one of the strongest psychological pressures modern people experience. Social media intensifies this even further. People constantly see luxury wealth, success, expensive lifestyles. And over time, financial comparison creates emotional frustration. Many individuals begin feeling behind, trapped, unsuccessful, even while working extremely hard. This emotional pressure can push people toward desperate thinking. Fast money becomes emotionally attractive. Risky opportunities begin appearing necessary. Because the brain desperately wants escape from constant instability. Perhaps this is why financial pressure affects far more than income itself. It affects confidence, relationships, mental health, emotional stability, future thinking, because human beings were never designed to live under endless survival anxiety continuously. This does not mean every financially struggling person behaves the same way. Human beings respond differently to pressure. But modern psychology increasingly shows that chronic financial stress deeply influences decision-making itself. Perhaps the greatest privilege money provides is not luxury, it is psychological stability. The ability to think calmly about the future without constantly fearing survival. And maybe that is the uncomfortable truth many societies still struggle to understand. Financial pressure does not simply change what people can afford. It changes how people experience life emotionally. So let me ask you, do you think financial stress changes the way human beings think and behave psychologically? Let me know what you think below.